It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
It's entertainment purpose.
It's not.
In the case of anybody. It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
Yep, do y'all hear what I hear? Silence. Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirrers. You here for hot tea? All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. I appreciate everyone's opinions in my last video. It is important that we are able to have our own opinions and have dialogue. And so I wanted to make that video so everybody state their opinion, but I want us to really stay focused, right? Because the issue is not Carson. Carson told us the information that we needed to know. The issue is these people that we see here on our screen. I know y'all probably don't want to hear this, but at the end of the day, this is one of the issues in the Black community. We are so easily ready to go hard at the woman, and the person, the man, the issue is completely escaping this. And I want us to really pay attention to what is going on. So let's talk about this, y'all. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload, and you can be up to date with all of the latest Love and Mirror Huntsville drama. Before we get into this video, have you guys been watching Summer House Martha's Vineyard? It's giving y'all ain't really been paying attention to that show, and that is okay because I'm going to still review it because I actually like the show. But I'm still releasing my College Hill Celebrity Edition review. I'm backed up on that, and I'm still going to be doing Bell Collective tonight, so y'all stay tuned. But nonetheless, I want us to stay focused because whether you guys like it or not, we have to be honest about what's really going on. Do y'all hear all the people? Do y'all hear them? Because like I said in my last video, where y'all hoes at? I added some clips in this video because I want y'all to understand all of these people here were so loud in their disrespect, with maybe the exception of one or two. Letitia knew about the tape, y'all, which means she told her husband. Marceau knew about the tape. You think he didn't tell his brother, who then Maurice probably didn't tell Kimmy, because we know he don't like talking to his wife. He never really communicates with her properly. But we know Tisha told Kimmy because she loves to spread that type of drama around. And are we absolutely sure Stormy doesn't know and Carlos, when Carson already said that Carlos knew, Letitia knew? So I want y'all to understand what is going on. They are bullying Mel. Silence is very loud. Silence is actually them telling us what is actually going on. And it's another version of a Black woman not being protected. How hard is it for every last one of those people that report on these reality shows to just come out and report this story? Because we have to bring awareness to this situation. They wanted to bring awareness to this Black woman who was ultimately a victim of abuse. They wanted to bring awareness to the fact that she was a bad mother for divorcing the very man that y'all said she stayed with when he was cheating on her. Y'all wanted to blame this woman for trying to set boundaries. Y'all wanted to blame her for not wanting him at the kids' party when he could have just made his own party. So everybody went on this press tour on trying to uncover the evilness and wickedness within Mel. Y'all were even sending me an article about a blogger that was talking about an autistic son who I would never acknowledge. Because let's be honest, right is right, wrong is wrong. If Mel ever talked about an autistic child and we had proof of that, we're going to hold her fucking accountable for that. But that is not the case. And that is why people have to go to extreme levels and into the pits of hell in order to get some of the shit that they come up with. I also want to bring awareness to how everyone sat on those platforms and screamed the millimeters toxic this, the millimeters that, and actually they still screaming the millimeters, and I don't even know why the hell y'all doing that, because it just goes to show they completely bypass the information that has been out just to talk about the millimeters still. Why are we talking about the millimeters? Why are we talking about Carson? Why are we talking about the millimeters that are talking about Carson? Everybody can be talking about the biggest, or not even biggest, the next biggest scandal on Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is walkie-talkie trying to put out revenge porn. Do y'all understand that? That's big news that we have that confirmation. But I want y'all to see who is talking about it, who isn't talking about it, and what they are talking about. Because I notice people are talking about the millimeters, but ain't no damn body talking about what walkie-talkie had put out there to Slarion asking Carson. So they can talk about millimeters, bullying Carson allegedly, or, attacking Carson, or asking Carson a million questions, or asking Carson the same questions, or making up conspiracy theories about Carson. But they won't talk about a black man that tried to put out revenge porn on his ex-wife that he cheated on for 5+ years, had a baby on her, then went on a smear campaign against her, and then tried to take her to custody for full custody. Try to take her to court for full custody of her children. My bad, y'all, I'm talking fast. But think about that, though. Really, think about that. All these people that we see right here on this screen, and all of those bloggers that he put out that information about Mel not being a good mother, it was very one-sided. I definitely noticed that. I also noticed when Walkie Talkie did his interview with Carlos King, he was also mentioning them very same documents. So it is safe to say that he is actually the one that released those documents, and I'm willing to stand on it. So if we use our foresight and our context clues, who would he have to be connected to even get them to even want to run those stories? Because a lot of those bloggers are Real Housewives of Atlanta and other bigger shows. They really create content about all of those other reality shows, not necessarily Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, they cover the big stuff, but not really the actual show, which, again, this is one of the big things that I noticed that they didn't want to cover. But like I said, they are always willing to pick up these stories that are breaking down black women. Now, you can say, oh, well, y'all are breaking down Walkie Talkie. How so, when we're talking about the truth? If the truth is this nasty and disgusting, then unfortunately, that is what we're dealing with. And we have to be willing to acknowledge that. So yes, y'all, the whole cast is silent. Nobody stepped out to say anything about Mel. Now, I did notice Nell went ahead and posted a picture about Mel and acknowledged her. But everybody else on this cast didn't say anything. And as crazy as it sounds, something like that is also something you should have empathy for a person on. A woman should be able to call her and be like, hey, I know you probably don't want to talk. It's a lot going on, but I'm praying for you. It doesn't have to be buddy, friend, because I can put myself in any woman's shoes that is about to get violated like that with children. That is so scary to even fathom. So the fact that, like I said, nobody is willing to talk about it is very interesting. In my opinion, whether Carson is a dancer using her real name or not, she is not our story. The focus needs to be on what is going on behind the scenes, because in my opinion, it's evil and it's bullying. They're gaslighting and trying to manipulate this woman. And I don't know if y'all know, but gaslighting somebody, like a lot of people gaslighting someone can really drive you insane. Like, people trying to tell you, what happened didn't really happen, will really have you questioning yourself. So I'm pretty sure Mel has questioned herself multiple times. So like I said, let's stay focused. Walkie Talkie is on a bigger platform than Mel is, unfortunately. So let's use that to our advantage. Let's not black out Love and Marriage Huntsville, because that's Mel's show. But let's instead make sure we go over to Bravo and everybody platform that is showing the show, giving small small clips and talking about Walkie Talkie and Sheree's relationship and let them know what is going on over on Love and Marriage Huntsville behind the scenes? How about if we flood the comments of Bravo on their Twitter and Instagram and things of that nature? Because a lot of us are really heavy into Love and Marriage Huntsville, but like Carson said, a lot of people aren't. And I'm not really ready to argue with y'all in the comments about whether she have or haven't watched the show. I don't care. That's not the focus. Carson didn't try to put revenge porn out on Mel. She told Mel what happened in the world. Whether y'all like the way she did it or not, she told what happened. Let's be smart and use these tools to our benefit. So like I said, Bravo is the bigger platform. So why aren't we on those platforms letting their fans know what type of man Walkie Talkie is? Because how would they know if they are Bravo fanatics and they don't really jump over to other platforms like OWN? Y'all have to think about stuff like that. It's about working smarter, not harder. Love and Marriage Huntsville cover up all Walkie Talkie's wrongdoing, but I guarantee you Bravo won't. They've never had a history of covering up any of the males' wrongdoing, and as a matter of fact, they exploit them the most. Even when it comes to the Scotts, people should know on their business platforms that they support a man that is willing to put out revenge porn on his wife. I mean, I just feel like you cannot be human if you don't have any empathy or sympathy toward a situation like that. That's just my opinion. Y'all get in the comments and y'all let me know what you think. What are some solutions to this problem that could be effective in getting the word out there? Because it's obvious that only the small Love and Marriage Huntsville bloggers are going to talk about this. The bigger ones that were trying to tarnish Mel's name are not talking about this, and they're doing it intentionally. Not only are they not talking about what has recently been released, but they continue to only talk about the millimeters and how the millimeters are responding to Carson, which, might I add, y'all, I think you really should calm down, but that is not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is a man tried to release revenge porn on his ex-wife. Let's talk about it. What do we do from here other than continue to try to blame the millimeters for, one, harassing her to get the information out? Because I know y'all like to say, oh, the millimeters be doxing and the millimeters be doing this and the millimeters be doing that. The millimeters be getting the information that they need, period, whether y'all like it or not. She was, in my opinion, Carson told what happened because y'all wouldn't leave her alone about it. That's what I believe. Even when it comes to Slarion, why aren't we doing things that are effective? Even though we know nobody's buying her stuff, why aren't we talking about what type of person she is in her reviews on her business or the Better Business Bureau? Why aren't we letting them know what type of business practices she has? Because she is a woman that has a boutique which sells clothes to women. With that being said, she is also known or is put in a scandal trying to release revenge porn on another woman. That is not a good look. Like I said, we got to stay focused, work smarter, not harder. And I'm not in a business of wanting to see nobody fail or wanting to see nobody not eat. But these people need to have some type of consequences. The fact that, and I'm specifically talking about Walkie Talkie and Slarion, need to get held accountable for the things and the evil wickedness that they are trying to do behind the scenes. I feel like the Scotts are just not going to be supported, in my opinion, because they're bullying this woman behind the scenes. Letitia got a Mommy in Business podcast or Mommy Business podcast. How is that so? If you as a mommy and a businesswoman can't put yourself in a situation that Mel was in where somebody is threatening to release revenge porn on her, I'm sure you would want your co-workers to let you know something like that, Letitia. I'm sure you would, but I don't know. Like I said, y'all, I clipped some videos at the end of this. Y'all check them out. They got the petitions going everywhere. Sign them if you want to. Don't sign them if you don't. Support the Scotts if you want to. Don't support them if you don't. Support Stidme if you want to. Don't support her if you don't. One thing I do know is this isn't right, how they try to really smear this woman's name but won't even cover the other part of the story. That's what I don't like the most. Cover the other part of the story as well. But hey, I can't tell nobody what to do. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Even though you say that he's a good person, but you're obviously not with him, and you could be with him if you wanted to.
Okay, me and Martell, we are damaged. We are, yeah. I would say that's a part of the reason that we're not together.
It's certain things I like to speak on and see. Now y'all see that both of them was cheating. Both of them was on some bullshit, which I knew for a long time. But it's not my business to put her business out. You know what I'm saying? As much as she comfort me and try to talk about me, speak on me, because that makes her who she is, that makes her famous, which I wouldn't even be trying to speak, like, I wouldn't even be doing all of that. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point. Y'all got the whole story twisted. Liars.
When you're sad, I do feel for you. I once had love for you. Although you've done a whole bunch of evil things, you have a dark soul, but I still don't. And you was like, oh, this girl is my enemy.
Why do you think she has a dark soul?
She's very pretty on the outside. She is the true definition of the devil in sheep clothing.
Damn.
Well, then, if that's the case, you should be very grateful that I'm no longer
But I'm
in your life.
forgiving.
You
You're
should be
not in my
happy that I'm
life.
not in your life.
I'm not
And be
happy
grateful
you're
because I
sad.
have
It
such a
doesn't
dark
matter.
soul. Keep my name out your mouth. Do your
Well, don't
thing.
talk about
And
me and I'm
I
not talking about you.
don't.
You
So
absolutely
keep my name out
do.
your mouth and be grateful. Thank God every day that the dark soul was removed out your life. Be grateful.
I'm thanking God for a lot of things,
Be
but I want
grateful.
to.
It should be.
Do you agree with her that Melody has a dark soul?
There are things that she does that are very dark.
Such as?
When Melody went on national television to tell people that she gave me $6,000 to pay my light bill.
I didn't say to pay. Oh, God. That was not Carlos.
Do you?
Say hi, B.
Not gonna say hi.
I guess he couldn't go on. Yay!
Yeah.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's not.
No.
In the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose.
It's not.